Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in BILVAVI MISHKAN EVNEH, speaking about a place called Gehenim. And the point that he's making is you must recognize who is behind the punishments of Gehenim, which is frightening to us what could take place over there. It's all HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and everything Hashem does is good. So therefore, Gehenim itself is not a bad place. It's actually a good place because it is through the suffrage that a person will go through in Gehenim that they will be cleansed from any of the barriers that they had in this world, and therefore their neshama will be able to align and connect with HaKadosh Baruch Hu in a better way. And therefore he's pointing out, don't forget who is behind the punishments of Gehenim that you are afraid of. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore that yiras ha'einish, the fear of punishment that is coming, is supposed to bring us closer to Hashem, not closer to a fear of Gehenim, but rather closer to a recognition and an understanding and a fear of the one above, the Ribbono Shel Olam. That when a person works hard to acquire the fear of punishment in this way, all of his avodah, his whole Torah and mitzvahs and everything, it takes on a whole new look. A person, if they wouldn't do it like this, they could spend their whole life trying to acquire for themselves fear of the punishments that are coming in Gehenim. And God forbid they would forget about Hashem. All of those years that they worked, they thought about the fires, and they thought about something called the Kaf HaKela, which is the neshama being thrown from one side of Gehenim to the other side of Gehenim until there's going to be a kapara, and all the suffering and the pain and everything goes. They start fearing, Oy Gevald, what's going to be in that place? And they forget it's all the Ribbono Shel Olam. Who asuk b'yira, a person is involved in yira, in fear. Who asuk b'gehenim, he's involved in thinking about Gehenim, v'sheicheach es HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but he forgets the main thing, the Ribbono Shel Olam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu designed everything in this world and beyond. And if you forget that it's HaKadosh Baruch Hu behind it, then you are going to lose your connection to Hashem, and you'll be connected to the thing itself without having the essence of Hashem. However, when a person goes in the path the way that we're describing it, then his fear of punishment itself is what brings him closer to Hashem, and not the opposite. If I'm only afraid of the pounding I'm going to take in Gehenim, then you're getting farther from the Ribbono Shel Olam, because you forget that Hashem is doing this for your benefit. You're just scared about the guy with the pitchfork who's got the fiery flames shooting up from behind him, and he has some sinister look on his face. He's going to get you. Chas v'chalila, that's not what is going on there. The Ribbono Shel Olam has prepared an environment called Gehenim, a place that the neshama is able to go to reach its retribution and to be cleansed of all of its sins and to have an atonement for everything that did wrong in this world, and then be cleaned and cleansed, and then catapult itself into the world to come where we'll have the vekas in Hashem. When you think like that, then you are using the yiras ha'einish, the fear of punishment, recognizing that it's all coming from Hashem, and it's going to only do one thing, and that is bring you closer to the Bari Olam. Seif HaDavar. The main idea is Ala Adam Kol Hazman Livdei Ka'im Al Yidei Yiras Ha'einish. Or a person must check himself constantly and ask himself, through my fear of punishment, Hu Zeicha Yosef HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Do I remember HaKadosh Baruch Hu more? Umargish Shemiskar V'Lav Yosef. Do I feel myself getting closer to Hashem as a result of that? Or God forbid, through the fear of punishment, he becomes so absorbed in himself. He's worried about himself. He's afraid about himself. He's so worried. He doesn't want to get punished. He doesn't want to get damaged. He doesn't want to get hurt. And in such a way, the ani, the who I am, me, gets bigger and keeps growing. And forgetting about the Rebbeinu Shalom continues to go and to widen, and we keep losing our touch with Hashem. Says BILVAVI MISHKAN EVNEH, you got to know that everything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu put into this world, all of the mitzvahs, yiras ha'inish, to fear punishment, is an important part of our service of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But everything that's important, everything that's part and parcel of Avodas Hashem is for one thing only, and that is to bring us closer to the Rebbeinu Shalom. If you are getting absorbed in your fears and your anxiety and your worries and your nerves of what's going to be in the next world when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to pummel me because of all the things I did wrong, you're missing the point. Because that I have yiras ha'inish and I realize HaKadosh Baruch Hu is behind it, it allows me to control myself in this world. So I'll be zeichet to have a connection with Hashem in this world and the world to come. Have a wonderful day.